As we age, life presents a mix of challenges and opportunities. The elderly, particularly those 65 and older, face unique experiences that require both realism and optimism. Embracing the truths of aging can open the door to a life filled with dignity, joy, and peace. Here are 9 straightforward yet empowering insights that can help seniors navigate the complexities of aging, providing strength and clarity as they move through this stage of life. The importance of trust intensifies as we grow older. For seniors, trust goes beyond being a simple element of friendship or family. It becomes a critical component of emotional and mental well-being. The older we get, the more we yearn for meaningful connections, but with that desire comes the risk of being taken advantage of by those who don't have our best interests at heart. At times, loneliness creeps in, leading us to seek any company, even if it's not always genuine. It's natural to want companionship, to have someone to talk to, and to fill the quiet moments of our days. However, this longing can make us vulnerable. Some people, seeing an opportunity in your desire for connection, might enter your life with hidden motives. They might offer support when you're struggling but disappear when things improve. These individuals thrive on your vulnerability, taking from you emotionally, financially, or energetically, leaving you exhausted and questioning your worth. Recognizing this behavior can be painful, but it's important to remember that this isn't a reflection of the world's cruelty. It's a call to trust wisely, to protect your peace by listening to your instincts and observing the actions of those around you. True friends, those who are worthy of your trust, will respect your boundaries, uplift you without expecting something in return, and stand by you because they value who you are. Trust is a precious gift, and it should be shared carefully, only with those who deserve it. Learning to set boundaries is key in preserving your emotional well-being. Saying no when something doesn't feel right is not selfish. It's self-respect. Boundaries are not walls, they are gates that you control. They protect the most sacred parts of yourself, your peace, your dignity, and your self-worth. Imagine being surrounded by people who genuinely care for you, who enrich your life instead of draining it. That kind of peace is priceless, and it starts with choosing who you trust wisely. The years ahead are too precious to spend with people who don't see your value. While the world may not always be kind, there are still those who will cherish and honor your presence. By trusting wisely, you make room for these meaningful connections to grow. This is not just a gift to yourself, but a gift to those who truly love and appreciate you. Another crucial lesson is learning to stop living to please others. Throughout life, we're often taught to measure our worth by what we do for others. We dedicate years to caring for family, friends, and loved ones, often putting their needs above our own. While this is noble and loving, it can also lead to burnout and unfulfillment. Now, in the later years of life, it's time to ask yourself, have I earned the right to care for myself? The answer should be a resounding yes. This stage of life isn't about sacrificing endlessly. It's about reclaiming the time and energy you've spent caring for others and redirecting it toward your own happiness. The pressure to please others doesn't fade as we age. Family, especially, can have unspoken expectations. You might feel obliged to always be there for your children or grandchildren, even at the cost of your own dreams and well-being. But here's the truth. Love does not mean erasing yourself to serve others. It's possible to care deeply for those you love while also honoring your own needs. Imagine waking up each day with the freedom to choose yourself. Pursuing passions, hobbies, and dreams that have been on the back burner for too long isn't selfish. It's necessary. You've spent a lifetime giving, and now it's time to receive. The people who truly love you will understand this shift. If they don't, it's a reflection of their struggles, not your worth. Let go of guilt and embrace this chapter of life as your own. You deserve joy, rest, and fulfillment. In addition, it's essential to distance yourself from toxic relationships. Family is often seen as a source of love, support, and belonging, but sometimes those closest to us can cause the most harm. It's a painful truth, but aging brings clarity. Time is finite. Every moment spent in the presence of toxicity is a moment stolen from the peace and happiness you deserve. If you've experienced disrespect from a child, a sibling, or a spouse, you may find it hard to speak up due to guilt and societal expectations. Society often tells us that family bonds are sacred and should not be broken. But here's the reality. No relationship, no matter how deeply rooted in blood or history, is sacred if it drains your spirit. Love cannot thrive in an environment of constant pain. Choosing to distance yourself from harmful relationships isn't an act of betrayal. It's a profound act of self-love. This decision doesn't mean you stop caring for those involved, but it does mean recognizing that you deserve peace. Stepping away from negativity creates space for healthier, more nurturing relationships, those based on mutual respect, kindness, and understanding. This choice might come with moments of doubt or sadness, but your well-being is worth protecting. The people who truly love you will respect your decision. By creating boundaries and stepping away from toxicity, you make room for relationships that truly nurture and uplift you. This is not an easy journey, but it's one that leads to freedom and clarity. You deserve to spend your remaining years in a way that honors who you are and brings peace to your soul. As you journey through life, it's essential to recognize the importance of honoring your own need for peace. Those who fail to understand or respect that need may simply not belong in your inner circle. It's okay to distance yourself from those who disrupt your peace. Moving forward, make it a priority to embrace your own well-being. Release any guilt that might arise and allow yourself the space to live a life free from toxic influences. At this stage of life, every moment is valuable, and you deserve to spend it surrounded by love, respect, and positivity. There's a quiet ache many carry in their hearts, especially those who have dedicated themselves to others. It's the hope that one day their efforts, their sacrifices, will be noticed. Perhaps you've felt this, a longing for appreciation from your children, a desire for acknowledgement after countless moments of putting others' needs before your own. It's human to yearn for recognition, but relying on others to provide that validation can be a heavy burden. The truth is, recognition doesn't always come. Even the people we love most can overlook the depth of what we've given, leaving us feeling invisible or unappreciated. However, the true worth of your contributions doesn't fade because others fail to see them. The love, effort, and care you've invested in your family, work, or community are real and meaningful. Your actions have shaped lives, brought comfort, and made a difference in ways that are impossible to erase. Instead of waiting for external validation, try to recognize the value within yourself. Reflect on your journey, on those late nights, tough decisions, and moments of selfless giving. Acknowledge the courage it took to keep going, even when it felt like no one was watching. You can take pride in knowing that you acted with love and integrity, regardless of whether anyone noticed. When you release the need for others to validate your actions, you free yourself from the disappointment of unmet expectations. You reclaim your happiness and peace by shifting the focus from external approval to inner truth. This doesn't mean you stop caring or giving. It simply means that you give from a place of abundance rather than need. You honor your own efforts, finding fulfillment in the knowledge that you've lived a life full of generosity and love. And if others don't acknowledge it, that's okay. Your worth isn't tied to their recognition. At this stage in life, your energy is too precious to spend it waiting for gratitude that may never come. Instead, focus on what truly matters, living fully, loving freely, and finding joy in the simple fact that you've done your best. That, in itself, is more than enough. One of the myths that life often tries to sell us is that with age comes limitation, that after a certain point, growth and change become impossible. The world whispers that your story is over, that the best chapters have already been written. But this belief is far from the truth. As long as you have breath in your body, your story is still unfolding. Each new day brings an opportunity for transformation. It's easy to fall into the trap of saying, "I'm too old for this," when faced with challenges or new opportunities. Perhaps you've thought that learning something new, starting a hobby, or letting go of old habits is something only young people do. But deep down, a softer voice asks, what if it's not too late? What if there's more? Age is not a barrier to change. In fact, it can be a foundation for growth. Think about the wisdom, resilience, and experience you've gathered over the years. You've faced challenges and emerged stronger, learned patience, empathy, and the value of time. These are not limitations. They are tools that enable you to grow in ways younger people may not yet understand. Imagine the joy of exploring something new, a skill you've always wanted to master, a destination you've longed to visit, or a perspective you've never considered. Picture the pride in breaking free from habits that no longer serve you, or the excitement of discovering an untapped part of yourself. These possibilities are well within reach. The only thing standing in your way is the belief that it's too late. Growth isn't about erasing who you've been. It's about building on that foundation, using everything you've experienced to propel you into something greater. Yes, change can be uncomfortable and even frightening. But growth has always required courage, and you possess more than you realize. Let go of the myth that age defines your possibilities. Instead, let it fuel your determination to embrace life fully, step into the unknown, and keep evolving into the person you are meant to be. As long as you're alive, your story isn't finished. Nostalgia often has a way of making us yearn for the past. We hold on to memories of simpler, brighter times, and as we age, it's natural to revisit those moments. But the danger lies in allowing those memories to become a refuge, a place where we hide from the present. How often have you thought, back in my day, things were better, or wished you could return to those good old days? While nostalgia can be comforting, it can also trap us in the belief that our best moments are behind us, that the joy we once knew is lost. But the truth is, life is still unfolding, and it's waiting for you to fully engage with it. The past is a part of you, but it does not have to dictate your future. By clinging too tightly to what was, you might miss the beauty of what is. The present may not resemble the past. It may not have the same faces, places, or magic, but it carries its own form of wonder if you are open to seeing it. Imagine waking up each day with curiosity, asking yourself what new joys might unfold today. Picture finding delight in simple, quiet moments. The song of a bird outside your window, a meaningful conversation with a loved one, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. These moments are the ones that fill life with richness, and they are here for you right now. Let the past be a gentle reminder of where you've been, but don't let it hold you captive. Release the belief that your best days are behind you, and open your heart to the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. Life is not over. It's still happening, and it's calling for you to be an active part of it. Lastly, it's important to find balance in life's pleasures. We all have moments that bring us joy, from a comforting meal to the quiet pleasure of a familiar routine. These pleasures add color to our lives. But when indulgence becomes habitual or compulsive, it can lose its sweetness and start to drain rather than nourish. It's easy to rely on certain comforts, whether it's food, television, or physical pleasures, to fill the spaces in our lives. While these habits are harmless in moderation, the key is balance. At times, we use distractions as a way to avoid the discomforts of loneliness, boredom, or the deeper emotions that we'd rather not face. But the secret to truly enjoying life lies in balance. By practicing moderation, we can savor our pleasures without letting them consume us. This balance creates the space for a life that is fuller, richer, and more meaningful. Rather than chasing fleeting indulgences, we can find joy in moments of true connection, in pursuing our passions, or simply being present in the world around us. Imagine the satisfaction of a day spent discovering new interests, sharing a laugh with a loved one, or appreciating the beauty of nature. These experiences don't just fill your time, they nourish your spirit in a way that no temporary fix can. They remind you of life's deeper pleasures, encouraging you to fully engage with it. This isn't about restriction or denial, it's about making wise choices. Recognizing that our time, energy, and attention are valuable resources helps us direct them toward what truly matters. By practicing moderation, we enhance our ability to enjoy life's pleasures without losing sight of what brings lasting fulfillment. Step away from habits that no longer serve you, and seek out those activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. Life's true joys are often the simplest: a walk in the park, a meaningful conversation, or the contentment of knowing you are living with intention. Gratitude is a powerful tool for embracing life's beauty. It's easy to get caught up in the rush of daily life and overlook the blessings we have. As we grow older, gratitude becomes even more essential. It serves as a compass, guiding us toward peace, even when life feels uncertain. Imagine starting your day by acknowledging the little joys that make life meaningful: the warmth of the morning sun, the birds singing outside your window, or the comfort of a familiar routine. These simple moments hold profound beauty, and gratitude helps us recognize them. This isn't about ignoring life's difficulties. Aging can bring its own set of challenges, from physical decline to feelings of disconnection in an ever-changing world. But gratitude doesn't erase these struggles. It coexists with them, offering us a way to find light even in the darkest moments. When you embrace gratitude, you shift your focus from what's missing to what remains. You learn to appreciate the beauty in what you still have, and find joy in simplicity. Seeking satisfaction in life's simplest pleasures doesn't mean settling for less. It means finding fulfillment in what is already within your reach. Consider the pleasure of a conversation with an old friend, the pride of creating something with your hands, or the serenity of watching the seasons change. These moments are not mere distractions from life's hardships. They are life itself, distilled into its purest form. And gratitude deepens your relationships. When you express thanks to those around you, it strengthens the bonds you share, creating a circle of kindness and appreciation. A simple thank you can open doors to meaningful connections that last long after the conversation ends. As we age, we're invited to slow down and savor what truly matters. By embracing gratitude, we create a sense of abundance in our lives that no material wealth can match. Every day is a gift, a precious opportunity to experience life fully, and in doing so, we cultivate a life filled with peace, purpose, and quiet joy. Relationships are another cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Reflecting on the years gone by, it's likely the relationships that stand out the most. The people who have walked alongside you through both triumphs and heartbreaks, the ones who have been there in both the mundane and extraordinary moments. These are the people who add depth to your story. But not all relationships are equally meaningful, and as time passes, it's crucial to invest in the ones that truly nourish your soul. Time is precious, and so is your energy. That's why it's important to focus on relationships that uplift you. This is your chance to nurture the connections that bring joy, understanding, and support. Relationships where love is given freely and reciprocated with respect. Think about those who make your days brighter, the close friends who know you inside and out, the family members who love you unconditionally. These are the relationships worth your time and energy. At the same time, it's okay to let go of relationships that no longer serve you. Not all connections are meant to last forever. Some may have drifted apart, and that's okay. Others may feel one-sided, leaving you feeling drained instead of fulfilled. Letting go isn't an act of cruelty. It's an act of self-care. By releasing those ties, you open up space for relationships that bring positivity and growth into your life. This stage of life is also an ideal time to forge new relationships. Loneliness can feel heavy, but by reaching out, whether through community activities, volunteering, or shared hobbies, you can make new friends and expand your circle. It's never too late to meet people who resonate with your values and offer fresh perspectives. Remember, the quality of your relationships matters more than the quantity. A few deep, meaningful connections can nourish you in ways that dozens of acquaintances never could. Investing in relationships that matter is a way of honoring your worth. It reminds you that you deserve love, respect, and companionship that feels reciprocal and real. In doing so, you create a life surrounded by warmth, understanding, and the kind of connections that make every moment feel fuller and richer. By making wise choices, focusing on what makes us happy, letting go of toxic relationships, and embracing our own worth, we free ourselves from burdens that may have held us back for far too long. This is your time to reclaim your life, to focus on the people and experiences that matter, and to create a future that's rich with purpose and love. Every day is a gift, and you have the wisdom and strength to make the most of it. The best chapters of your story are still waiting to be written. And as you embrace these truths, know that you're not just living, but thriving. Each day offers a chance to live fully, authentically, and unapologetically. So step forward, live boldly, and make the most of the precious moments ahead. Let's embark on this journey together. What's one thing you're going to take away from this message and start applying to your own life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all in this together. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.